No. They can't. But they do something that they're not supposed to do. They have to start.
Well, baby. I'm gonna be on the phone right now, okay? So give me a second.
To the high school.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to remember where we left off.
Well, what questions do you have? I see what road you're on. You told me that you think the kids did it like Iggy and
I have two theories. I have a theory that this is a huge cover-up and Podestas and all of them are involved and this is higher than we think, like with Bohemian Grove and all types of shit, right?
Tell me about that.
But I also have the theory of the kids did it. But I know that...
Think about what you just said. So...
Well, the way I think of it, the only person who can construct a cover-up the way that they have constructed this cover-up with law enforcement being involved and nobody looking into anything and the team leading the investigation filtering through the tips. I mean, what kind of police department does that, first of all? Second of all, why didn't they locate her car where it was sitting the whole entire time where the last phone ping was? And then there's a big-time player out there, right? And he has had some scandalous things going. What, baby? Oh, I know. So yeah, that's my thing is who could construct a cover-up such as this if say it was to happen?
That's what I've been telling you. It's like that's why you don't want to look into it.
Right. But then...
Can you give me more Chinese chicken?
Yes, I can.
More Chinese food. Oh, your kids are addicted.
Yeah. But then again, like I said, I have the theory of the kids had involvement in it, right? He just wants chicken. And so the reason why I say that is because this Megan lady has spewed so much about the kids and how she's protecting them, and that Sam, she had contact with Sam, and she knows all these kids, and she went and interviewed them all, and she knows a whole bunch of stuff, and that's what gets me to thinking, could it have been the kids? She has a lot of information on a lot of people out there. She claims that there was, rides given. Sammy left the party early before Kiely did, and all types of stuff, right? So there's a lot of accusations by this lady. So that's why I'm looking now instead of into the bigger stuff, into the kids. Could it have possibly been? And just for myself, I want to eliminate that.
I can eliminate it for you right now.
Oh, okay. What do you got for me, Don?
I mean, everything I've said to you in the past eliminates that right off the bat. And you know what the next one is recent. So the gal that called me, that's a good friend of mine, said I'm on YouTube and I should look into it, and that's why I called you.
Yep.
I asked her to join a conference call at 7 p.m. with you and I.
Okay.
You know what she said?
That she didn't want to talk to me.
She just said, no thanks, I'm going to watch from the sidelines. You know why?
Because she also thinks it's bigger.
Because she's fucking terrified. It's not about us and her and it's not even about Kiely. Kiely is a nobody in Truckee. I mean, if she was like the high school valedictorian, you know what I mean? If she was the most popular girl in Truckee and something happened to her, the whole town would freak out. No one knows this girl, but everyone's covering the story because of what you're saying.
Right.
And everything you're saying confirms what I'm saying. It's bigger than that. It has nothing to do with Kiely. She is a weird kid from a weird family, from a weird the weirdest place in Truckee I could mention. I told you I'd been there. I played a music gig there. And I couldn't focus on my surroundings and what was weird. All I know is I was asked to play music there, and I went up there, and I'm like, why do I gotta fucking cross a creek with my drum kit on hand?
Weird.
It's remote. It's not weird, it's remote.
Yeah.
And this family has been up there remotely. So I'm trying to give a dog the right treated bark up.
Right.
I think the biggest story is the fucking creeps that Upchurch exposed, because that's the story. That's the YouTube channel. It's like, hey, let's look at these guys and look at what Upchurch said, and he was right about everything except a couple of things in my town, and I could prove them wrong. And I told you, like, tell them that courthouse really exists, because it does.
Yeah.
But the YouTube bites, and maybe go to Rumble, maybe get on some other shit, and I mean, this story is fucked up. So going back to your theory of the kids did it, is I think my speculation is that something so weird went down at a high level that they brought it to the biggest party in town so they could make a spin out of it. You hearing me?
Yeah.
And then,
I hear you.
and then they kids think they did something wrong, so that they would be forced to cover it up to protect their sovereignty for the next years coming. Like, you got to cover this up because we know you guys did it. You know what I mean? Like, picture that. It's total speculation. I don't know what happened. I'm not insinuating I know what happened, but I'm thinking they made the kids feel like they were responsible, and a fight broke out because maybe it did. And then this girl died, and they're like, "Oh, you guys all caused this, so you guys join our party and cover this up with us, so you don't look guilty, even though they didn't do anything." I don't think they did anything.
And that's why they're all getting granted amnesty.
Yeah. Well,
they had to make it look like they had to put it out that supposedly people were interviewed for 8 hours by the FBI and did lie detector tests and then were granted amnesty over it.
Let me rephrase what I just said, just for clarity.
Okay.
Something really big happened, and their way to spin it was to go to this party with Fed boys and spin it so that they made the kids feel like they were part of something that just happened. And, like, we got to cover it up together. Like, the kids are going to protect themselves because they know they didn't do anything wrong.
Right.
Think about that. Like, how do you get kids to protect each other? Make them think that they're in trouble for doing something wrong that they didn't do. So now they're going to follow the story. They're in the heat of the moment. They're stupid young kids. And they're not going to tell the truth because they don't know the truth. They don't know what the fuck. They were partying and something happened and they all saw something. But someone was there that instilled a fear in them that, like, hey, if you ever tell the truth about what you saw, you're all going to jail. Am I wrong or am I wrong?
No, I think you're right. It's reasonable. It's a good way to think of it because I didn't ever think of that.
No.
And maybe that's why they say that there was older guys at the party.
The whole party thing is so weird, and the guy I talked to at the deli is, like, so scared to talk about it. I can't. I mean, I'm trying as hard as I can to look at. I mean, I just look at every scenario, what happened, but I look at all the details. And the first one is the helicopters over my house. Like, what the fuck is that? And then it's like, oh, it's for Kiely Rodni. So I'm like, all right. Exactly, and I'm like, this is a big deal. Let me YouTube conspiracy Kiely Rodni, and Upchurch shows up. And what he exposed is the big deal, and you can get 1 million followers to get on that bandwagon. I'm encouraged.
I actually have some photos. So there was a spotting of Kiely in a blue vehicle. I have some photos of Mr. Tony Dodge filling up out of a gas can.
There you go. So follow that. Oh, and there's one more thing about Upchurch that you should know about his reporting. So there's a truck stop up on Donner Summit.
Okay.
And that is known as a child trafficking trade-off to anyone who knows anything. Well, it's not on YouTube, but I'm telling you, like interstate truck stops are where you trade human trafficking, right?
Right.
And he had a little faux pas in his reporting because the Chevron down in Truckee is the first exit off the highway. And I get gas there every day. And if you look at Google Maps, Donner Summit Interchange is closest to Kiely Rodni's residence by Google Maps by miles, but you can't get there. You can't get there from there. So, so if you go down to the Chevron in Truckee, which is more likely where she actually went, was seen, if that's even a thing, that's the entrance to Coldstream. That's the road how you get to her house. So most likely she was never at the Donner Summit truck stop. That seems like a falsehood.
Where everybody thinks that she was,
Right. I don't think there's any way she was there. I think she was. I don't think anything about where she was, but I'm thinking the story about Donner Summit is closest to her house by Google Maps, but you can't get there from that. You get there from the freaking Chevron that I go to every day. It's the entrance to Coldstream Canyon, which goes to her house, which I've been there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, right, yeah.
None of this is really relevant. What I'm trying to fucking relay to you, woman, is that you're in over your head. Stop digging on, especially the big names of the who and the what. Forget about that. It's gonna get you. If you dig too deep, it might get me dead. I don't want to get dead. I have kids.
I'm gonna let you know. I have not been posting anything on YouTube. I posted a video last week, I believe on Thursday. That's the last one I'm doing for the case because I'm just gonna do it for my personal interest now. And I'm gonna start covering other cases. I just want to know this kid that you have spoken to. I have a photo of who it has been said to be, and I just want to know if you can, for my sake, I'm not going to put it on YouTube or anything like that. You can check it out. It won't be there. If I could just get an identification on him, just to know for my own sake.
well, text me a picture of the kid you have at hand. It doesn't matter because there's no way some kid killed this girl at the party and the FBI covered it up. I mean,
and I'm not suspicious of this boy. I'm not suspicious of this boy at all. Like the way that you say that he is terrified to talk about it. Like I totally get it. Like I'm not going to go into their lives and go do crazy shit. I just want to know for my personal sake, like, and put a face to the person. But I did text you the picture. It's not the greatest picture, but it's the only one that I have.
you did?
Yes, I texted it to you just now.
No, that's not him.
No? Okay. Okay. So I have...
Not even close. And that guy's got tattoos. He's 22 to 25. It's a goose chase.
I have, I think one other photo of one other kid. I would just have to grab it and I can text it to you later. These are just the two people that have been named and I just want to match the face to the names.
You're not going to find this kid, I'm pretty sure. Again, I got to reiterate that you are on a path to, you're going to investigate enough, and the second you're over the target, you're going to fucking get dead and maybe get me killed.
Definitely. I'm investigating it, but nobody knows that I'm investigating it. I have not been on YouTube, and I don't plan on going back on YouTube with it. Like
that's good.
My YouTube with Kiely Rodni is dead and gone right now. I'm not planning on doing any more Kiely Rodni content.
That's fine and good. I mean, if you're personally interested in, think about the magnitude of how fucking crazy it is. You investigated me. I live here. I had helicopters over my house. We had police warnings, Placer County sheriffs telling us not to look at the spot. They found her.
Exactly.
That's
what I say. That's
so bad. That's so bad. That's a red light, girl. That's like, okay, I'm done. Okay. They got me.
Yeah. It's just personal interest right now that I'm trying to figure things out for.
I'm trying to inspire you on personal interest. What Upchurch discovered about these maniacs on YouTube, that the Ronnie Jackson thing and the Tony Dodge, like, that is the story. Like, there you go. Like, boom. I'm a good researcher because I have a epic bullshit filter.
Yeah.
Right? And everything the news and the FBI told me and the Placer County told me, I'm like, yeah, it's all bullshit. And then Ryan Upchurch shows up on YouTube. I'm like, yep. Everything he found out is right. He found Photoshop videos. He found the switcheroo with Carly Rossi. Remember her?
Yep. Kelly Ross, yep.
Yep, remember her? Remember what he found out? I mean, come on. That is the dirt. Like, if you want to make a channel and you want to be relevant and you want to do some research, he figured it all out. So he had a couple of things wrong because I'm here, but not. His main grasp of what he figured out is right as rain, girl. He figured out that.
I think you too.
The whole.
The photos of Tony Dodge alone, it just makes me feel like, yes, this is bigger than.
Doesn't that guy make you sick? That guy is a disgusting pedophile, fucking child rapist. I can tell by looking at him.
One of his victims came forward to me in direct messages on Instagram, and there's real allegations against him. Really.
He's a disgusting human being. I just take everything with a grain of salt, and everything Ryan Upchurch did was like, bro, these guys are sick motherfuckers that are covering up for this sick motherfucking thing, and it's so much bigger than that. You don't want to, stop looking. So, I just texted the girl that texted me that I was on YouTube following you now, and she did not want to talk to you on conference call. She's like, no, I'm going to look from the sidelines. I literally just texted her 20 minutes ago, and she's like, no, I don't want to be a part of that. People are scared for their lives.
Right.
And they should be, and you should be too. So, I also saw your, what's the acronym for it? AV something? No, home abuse?
DV.
DV, domestic violence.
Yes.
And I watched your videos on that, so did you really have a problem with a guy and then you let him go and then you took him back and then it got worse? Did that happen?
Yeah.
So
there was a lot of stalking going on. He had kidnapped me a couple times. He had seen me in
Whoa, girl. Can we go back in time for 2 seconds?
Okay.
You had an abusive guy. And then you took him back and then it got worse. Did we just confirm that? So can I just confirm that you are kind of, in a sense, a delusional maniac for putting any trust in this human being that did that to you?
I guess when you look at it without the correct statistics and educational facts, yes.
Statistics? So this guy abused you and you took him back and then he abused you again? Isn't that your bad?
Actually, it's not as easy as just taking someone back. There is a lot that goes in with it. You feel helpless because you're being stalked. You're being dragged into their car when you're just randomly walking in the street. There is passing by your home constantly, coming to your home, harassing you, and police take them in and let them out the next day. So there's a lot of help. I don't know. Oh, it's in your black toolbox thing. It was. Anyways, I don't know. Then,
I feel bad about your DV case, but I feel like you kind of centralized yourself as a victim by being with someone as such a dirtbag as that guy. Do you feel any remorse or any regret for the second chance?
Every day.
Okay.
It lives with me.
So, is this ex of yours a nigger?
No, he's not. He's
Well,
Mexican.
there's Mexican niggers. I'm Mexican. I know you're Hernandez. I'm a Hueston, but I mean, is this guy just a total nigger? Like, did he just do you wrong from get-go and you gave him a second chance because he's your daddy?
No, he love bombed me in the very beginning and made me think that there was an amazing person there, and it just turned, and it wasn't that. And again, like I said, with the stalking, with the harassing, with everything, you just feel hopeless because cops arrest them here and they let them go the next day.
I know.
They keep coming back, restraining order or not. They let them out the next day and they keep coming back. They can continuously get a restraining order.
I know.
So you feel helpless and you feel like you're stuck either way.
Yeah, I get that.
moved across states from him, so yeah, it's I wouldn't say that I took him back just because I really wanted to, but
Or would you call him a nigger?
I mean, I guess so. I don't really stereotype like that, but if that's what you want to call it.
So I'm from New York, and we had really nice white and black people in our neighborhood. But if someone robbed you, it was considered a nigger. And sometimes it was the white people, wiggers or whatever you want to call them. But like when you get adapted into the hood, you're a fucking nigger. And I don't use that word in a derogatory to black people way, because some of the nicest people I know are black people. But I kind of feel like, your ex is a fucking damn nigger, fucking cocksucker, son of a bitch. I don't like him. I don't like him.
A lot of people don't. A lot of people don't. A lot of people wish he was dead.
You know what the word loxism means?
No, I don't.
Well, it's hard to find because it's very suppressed, but remember this word, LOXISM, loxism.
Okay.
It is a very definitive word for the hate of white people. Yeah, it's a thing. There's a big thing going on in our country against white people. And, if you're a little Hernandez, a little brown, but if you have Christian values, you're fucked. You're loxism. If you believe in Jesus Christ and God, you're in a lot of trouble right now. You hear me, Joe?
I wouldn't say I particularly believe in that. Like, I don't believe in the praying and all that. Like, I don't know. That stuff is just not for me. I don't do church or anything like that.
I never have my whole life. I can help you out on that subject.
I have never either my whole life either. I've never, so.
So my dad was a very Christian man. He was Mexican. And he just told me to see it my own way. And he read the Bible to me, and he never told me to go to church, wear robes, believe in guys with robes and asses on their head. He told me don't believe any of the hype, just believe in God. And I was like, okay, right, you're with me.
Yep.
So what changed my life not too long ago was researching the powers that be. And you know what? They all worship Satan openly. They don't even hide it. And they all admit to Jesus Christ and say, don't say his name in my Satan church. And like all the powers that be right now are Satanists, and they openly admit it, and they rule the world because my dad taught me in the Bible that Satan will rule the world for 100,000 years. And I was like, what? Whatever, Dad.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to go to high school and play sports here.
Right.
But at this point in my life, all the powers that be are full-on Satanists. So if they believe in God, isn't that a proof we should at least acknowledge that, like, if the powers that rule the world believe in God and worship the other side and openly admit it, and you can see it on the internet all day if you look for it, then God must be real, right?
Yeah.
So without giving you more than you need to know, just think about that. It's like, yeah, the powers that be believe in God, believe in Satan, they worship the other side, and you're on the right side of things. So stay with God, be good, don't date niggers, don't ever, fuck those motherfuckers. And I mean that about any race. But yeah, fuck all the niggers, and it's out in the open that they hate God. So get a little close to God, and don't look into the big powers that be on the Kiely Rodni thing. That's dangerous.
I agree.
Your first job is to take care of your... If you're on an airplane with your kids, and the plane depressurized and the mask comes down, you put your mask on your face so you can have oxygen to save your kids. Without your oxygen, you can't save your kids. That's why you do that, right? It's you first so that you can protect your family. So do that first. Put the oxygen mask on your own face and say, I'm going to protect myself from all the shit that's going on so I can protect my kids.
Right.
And at the same time, this goose chase you're on is so big that if you figure out what's going on, it's going to kill mama. And your kids are going to be momless. Is that okay? Hell no.
Nope.
Nope. So take care of mama first.
Hold on, Don. I'm getting another call. Can I give you a call back?
That'd be fine. I got time.
Okay. I'll call you back.
Okay.
Okay, bye.